Moving on from there, talking about players that go abroad. Puz, you got some really interesting stats about our man Tammy. Talk to me.
Oh, yeah. What was it I sent? He's the first English player
To score
to
20 goals or
score
something.
20 plus goals in a season abroad. So I even forgot him. We forgot him when we were mentioning all the players that
Nah,
went
I
abroad.
didn't forget him. I purposely didn't bring him up because I wanted to talk about him now.
Yeah, no, big up Tammy, man. He's doing his thing in Italy still. Doing his thing in Italy. Saw that Chelsea weren't trying to give him that limelight, so he just moved on. He wanted to come to Arsenal, but obviously we weren't going to pay the piece for him. Then he went to Roma, and they just said, "Oh yeah, you can pay X amount for him." If it was Arsenal, they would have charged us double the amount, but it is what it is. But he's doing his thing, man. I got to rate him still. Another boy from the ends. Got to rate him
Do you know what
still.
it is? You
Doing
know
his
I
thing.
like about you know what it is. Jose Mourinho knows Tammy quite well, doesn't he? Because when he did his second stint, at
Mm,
Chelsea,
Yeah.
he's a teenager.
Tammy Abraham was in the academy, wasn't he?
Mm,
So he knows Tammy really, really well. Tammy reminds me a lot of Giroud in a way. Very, very tall, very,
Mm.
very languid. Um, but the difference is Tammy's lethal. He's
Giroud's a better
lethal. He know,
finisher. Giroud's a
Yeah, I was
better
about to
finisher.
say, Chris, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Giroud's a better
Have you
finisher
seen
than Tammy,
Giroud's
bro.
finishes?
You ain't seen Giroud's finishing,
I
bro.
never said he wasn't a
Giroud
better
isn't.
finisher.
You just said more
Ah,
lethal.
go on. No, go on. Let Chris finish. Let him finish.
No,
Let him finish.
I didn't say he's more lethal. I said Tammy's lethal. I said Tammy is lethal. He
Oh, okay.
reminds me
Oh,
of
okay.
Yeah, but you
Giroud.
said the only difference between them
No,
two.
because remember Giroud. No, 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 no. Hold on, hold on,
Tammy's just quicker. That's it.
hold on, hold on. No, no, no. Giroud in the last 3 to 5 years
Yeah.
has shown his class, but coming out of Marseille and then playing at Arsenal, Giroud was not
Montpellier. I should correct.
Montpellier.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Marseille. Montpellier, correct. He won the league with them, didn't he?
Yeah.
He he was not a clinical finisher, and he was more. He didn't show his colours. Whereas I think Tammy
I
Abraham
mean, yeah.
has been more lethal at a younger age. So Tammy's only 24 now. Giroud's 32. So Giroud
Yeah, but
should be.
they've come from different schools, though, man.
But
Yeah, I
what
They've
was
I'm
come
just
trying
from
to
gonna say
say
different
that.
is,
schools.
they remind me of each other because of their stature and how they
Yeah.
play the game.
And
Giroud is
Tammy's
by
faster, to be fair.
Tammy is faster. Tammy's
Giroud's
lethal.
stronger.
Yeah, but that's
Giroud,
now. What I'm trying to say is,
Giroud will always win more
if I
headers.
was compare a 24-year-old Giroud, Tammy's better.
And then Tammy, yeah, I know what Chris
Do you
means.
understand what I'm trying to say?
I would
Maybe
take Tammy. Yeah, I
Giroud's
would
a
take
better
Tammy.
player,
Yeah.
correct? But Tammy potentially has a higher ceiling.
Stealing. Yeah, I agree with Chris on that one.
Yeah.
I agree.
But Tammy's really young. He's got a long way to go. So if he continues, I think if he stays in Italy for a couple of seasons and gets back to back 20 plus, 20 plus goals, and then he comes to a good Prem team, mind you, Chelsea was an amazing team, but Chelsea don't seem to be able to get the best out of a number 9. You know what I mean? Like
I think
It's the
we've
curse of
seen.
the bridge, man.
curse of
I
the
think
bridge.
see with Tammy, as you said, Chris. Yeah, you kind of summarized that quite well. Yeah, I feel that in Serie A, he gets the time and space that he
Yeah.
will never get in the Premier League. So I feel like he showcased himself very well. Like he showcased his ability very well in the Serie A. However, in the Premier League, I feel that, as I said, I think the Premier League's kind of the truth. You get, like, as a striker, you probably get, if you play for a top team, you might get, let's say, three chances in a game.
Yep.
You need to score at least one. If you
Mm.
don't score one, you've had a bad game.
But
Does that make sense?
I personally think that we are starved of decent number 9s in the Premier
No,
League.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, no.
there's
I
just,
feel like,
yeah.
yeah,
I
we're
don't.
not
I
gonna get.
don't think that's what it is. Like we said earlier, everyone's realizing that the game's changing.
No, no,
No
no.
one
Pause, pause,
really.
pause. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I agree with you. The game's changed, but I still don't actually rate any of the number 9s in the Prem at the moment. I don't actually think they're that good. You could say right now
Yeah,
the
I agree with you.
best number 9 in the league right now is
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, Ronaldo, Cavani. Probably Harry Kane.
You're
Harry
disrespecting
Kane.
Jamie Vardy. You're disrespecting Jamie Vardy.
Oh yeah, I'm Vardy. I'm Vardy.
Jamie Vardy as well, I guess. Yeah, but he's just not been on it this season, really.
He's
I
been
mean,
injured, didn't it?
he's been
He
injured a
came
lot this
back
season.
yesterday. He came
Yeah,
back
he's been injured
yesterday.
a lot this season. So what I'm trying to say is, it wasn't that long ago, Puz. I agree. I agree. The game's moved on, and I personally think you're right. We're going to see an era now of no number 9s, but it wasn't that long ago, yeah, that the Premier League had Berbatov.
Yeah. I was about to say
Sergio Aguero,
Van Persie.
Van Persie. You know,
Bro,
Right.
those days
even
are over,
Aubameyang
man.
2
seasons
yeah.
ago, 2 seasons ago. Aubameyang 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, it's
You know,
true.
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I
Louis
know. Trust
Saha.
me. Oh, yeah, it's mad.
You know what I mean?
Where you're wheeling off those names is like raw. that
Fucking hell.
generation's like gone.
Yeah, but
No,
Sim,
but
that wasn't. You know,
That wasn't long ago. I know what you
bro,
mean. It wasn't
exactly. I talk about
that
someone
long
like
ago.
Alan Shearer, arguably the
Yeah,
greatest. Well, stats anyway, the greatest English number 9 of all time,
yeah,
at least. Anyway, yeah. Um, that's like 20 years ago or something, right?
yeah.
Aguero was like what 3 seasons ago?
Mm.
You know.
But do you want me to be honest with you? I feel that like what was required of a number 9 back then and what's required of a number 9 back now is two completely different things.
Talk about number 9s. You're absolutely right. I like that point, Sim. Talk about number 9s. Moving forward, then off of Tammy and what number 9s do now. Talk to me about Puz. Talk to me about Mbappe, because there's another player who Sim just said number 9s play a different role now, but we're starting to see a lot more players like Mbappe. Now, Mbappe, when he was at Monaco, played as a number 9, but now he's not a number 9. He's an
Like
inverted
a
forward.
forward, yeah.
He's an inverted forward who cuts in from the wings and he's got a lot more space to be able to do what he's doing. A number 9
Yeah,
doesn't
Pause,
have as
I
much
got a
space to
bone to
operate
pick
in.
with you still.
do you know who started that inverted forward thing?
What? Arteta.
No, Arsene Wenger.
Yeah,
Yeah. Perez.
yeah.
No, Henry.
Henri.
Nah. Hold on.
No, Henri.
Hold on.
He
No.
did it with
Henri
Henry,
was a
bro.
winger. Henri was a winger who got turned into a number 9. There was no
No, but if
inverted winger.
I agree with
But
Paz. If you watch
yeah, but
Henri
where did he
starting,
play?
he starts from the left,
He
then
doesn't
he
start in
goes
the
in.
middle, bro. He doesn't start in the middle.
No, he doesn't start in the middle. No, but he got
He's an
converted.
inverted forward.
No, he's not.
Technically, he's right.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Inverted forward is a position. It's not something you've become. An inverted forward is someone who plays along the front line, who can move across the front line in different positions. Henri can do that, but Henri was most lethal down the middle. He got directly turned from a winger into a forward.
So
Two different positions.
Salah's an
But
inverted forward.
wait. What are you saying
Salah
about
is an
Mbappe?
inverted
Sorry.
forward. Mbappe, Salah is another perfect example of players that are become inverted forwards. I wanted you to talk to me about Mbappe. So Sim's last point was he says the number 9's roles changed. How does someone like Mbappe fit into that? So he's not a number 9, even though he's played as number 9. Rashford as well, coming through academy level. Mbappe, Rashford,
Do
they
you
all
want me to be
started as
honest
number
with you,
9s,
Chris?
but they're not anymore.
I feel that Mbappe is a generational talent. So see with him, he's like it's crazy what I'm gonna say. He's like a maverick. Does that make sense? Like he can play, for me, he can play number 9, he can play as a winger, as you say, he can play as an inverted forward. But because of his ceiling so high, I feel like he understands those roles so well and how his body or how his strengths make that game make those opportunities possible for him is because of how his brain thinks. That's what I
What
personally
we're
think.
looking at, that can't happen.
The stats in the
Yeah,
last
that's mad.
15 minutes of the game. Anyway, yeah,
That's
go on.
mad.
Sorry.
Yeah. So for me, I feel that see with Mbappe, Chris, I get you, but you can't use him as an example because I think there's no one like Mbappe at his age. Remember, I said his age that is doing what he's doing. Remember, because Haaland, he's an out and out number 9.
Haaland's an out and out number 9.
Yeah, he's a killer. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So, okay, classic example, we would compare Mbappe to, let's say, I'm not digging, a Rashford.
Yeah.
Look at the ceilings. Completely two different players. You know what I'm trying to say? So I say Mbappe, you can't put him in that conversation because of I haven't seen anyone of his age that can do what he can do when it counts. Does that make sense? So for me,
unless and literally Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Ronaldo, Mbappe's 21 now. Ronaldo at 21.
22. Mbappe's 22.
Ronaldo, sorry, yeah, I was going to say Mbappe's 22 now. Sorry. Yeah, Ronaldo at 22 was a fucking beast.
That's what I'm trying to say. So was Messi, though.
So was Messi. Yeah, no, but I'm agreeing with you. The only people that you could actually make these comparisons with,
They're like, you know what I mean? They're like 10 years older
even
than him.
Neymar. How old was Neymar when he came to Barca? He was 23 or 24. He
No,
was
he was
22,
20.
innit?
He was like about 20, 21.
Yeah, but did you see him at Santos?
Bro, he was in the
Yeah,
Santos first team from 15.
at Santos, it was too easy for him.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, it
like
was
15.
obviously.
Remember, he was like 15 when he started. 15, 16.
I personally don't actually rate Neymar anyway. I think
No, Chris, no, it is. When you watch the documentary, I see what Paz means. I don't rate him, but a lot went on. I think he got too much too early.
he did, and he's had a lot of weight. He's basically been
And you
Brazil's
got to
pin
remember,
boy
at
for the
that time,
last
when
10
when
years.
Neymar burst onto the scene, it sounds crazy
There
what I'm
weren't any
about to
mad
say.
Brazilians. Like Brazil went through its lowest.
Yeah,
It went for its
Chris, you
lowest.
know football then.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying
yeah,
to say.
yeah.
So he literally brought Brazilian
Carried.
football like
He carried
there.
the whole. Yeah. He's been carrying Brazil since he was about 17 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, for me, I can kind of understand why we don't give him his flowers as much, but I feel like
He's
if
had
he
a lot
had,
in it.
let's say, a Ronaldinho, a Rivaldo in that same era with him, I think he would
He'd
have
have been
hit.
all right in it.
But
He'd
that's
have
the
been all right.
craziest thing. He's won Champions League, he's won La Liga, he's won most things, bar from the World Cup.
He hasn't won the World Cup. He's won the Copa America.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
He's never gonna win the World Cup.
he's never gonna win the World Cup, to be fair. Nah, yeah.
Nah, Brazil got a good team.
He's not gonna win the World Cup, bro.
Chris, he ain't winning the World Cup.
Not again. Nah. Brazil, France.
It sounds crazy what I'm going to say, and everyone's going to slap me. I feel like England have more of a chance to win the World Cup than Brazil.
That's actually true, though.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No. That's actually true because
No, but it sounds crazy me saying that, right?
England's style is perfect for tournament football. England remind me of Chelsea in tournaments. England remind me so much of Chelsea at tournaments. Trust me. And you can win tournaments like that. Jose Mourinho dominated football for a whole generation playing like that. Playing like that way. So it's doable. It's doable. Hey, actually, talk about players. There's another team that I want to get onto, and then we'll roll it up there. There's one player who just popped into my head when you talked about Brazil. What happened to Oscar?
You got that Russian money, man.
No, he went to China.
No,
China. Yeah, you got that China money,
What's he doing?
Didn't he come back? I swear he came back. He came back to
No,
somewhere.
did he though?
Nah, bro. See, when they're giving you 450 bags after tax, man. As Paz said.
He's probably still there, isn't it, bro? It's generational wealth.
I think he's probably still there, man. He's probably still there. Like,
tax, yeah.
fuck it, like you think about it.